mean, I don't care about no culture, man. Folks don't
I
care.
don't.
I ain't talking about you. I'm just saying it's
Oh,
always the observers, man. It's always the observers every time. It's never the person that's gonna go get them kids and be like, hey, like I got a decorum class that I'm holding for young girls because I'm seeing that the image that they have and I want to do something about it. It's always the person gonna grab the microphone and repeat regurgitate the same points about how trash the culture is. They've never actually invested in the culture. The good parts of the culture they benefit from, but it's no culture. It's just tiring, man. It's tiring seeing it because
Oh,
it's the same old record we hear all the time. The same record.
Can I play the rest of the video, or y'all gonna talk through it again?
That's what happened the first time. My bad.
The first 10 times, I think. Let me see.
What's the purpose? And before any dumbass comes in my comment section talking about I'm hating, I'm recording this video from my home office. That little bit of change wouldn't even be able to cover my mortgage for 1 month. But let's get back to y'all. I need to know the purpose of it. What are you trying to make other people believe? That you're rich? I'm not buying it. Because y'all rely too heavily on GoFundMe's. You will show stacks of money, but then when it's time somebody get killed or you need something for your bill money or something like that, you got to go fund me up. So like I said, I refuse to believe that y'all are got tons of money like you claim to. I've even watched a video of a little girl that looked like she was about in the 3rd or 4th grade holding up her middle finger talking about don't fuck with her.
What'd you say?
Don't fuck with me.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? Attitude. Ooh, walk off. Ooh, attitude. Ooh, walk off.
Are y'all serious? With her mom chuckling and giggling in the fucking background. Y'all bitches are idiots. And you don't need any fucking kids. The crazy part, y'all stay pregnant. So this kind of shit is going to keep going on forever. But y'all are not fit to be around no children. Because you're too fucking ignorant. This is why every other race laughs at us and think that we are low class people because this is the way y'all carry on. Why not just don't even post fucking pictures of your kids? If that's the way you want to present them on social media, just keep that shit in your camera roll.
Yep, she's correct. This is basically a trash culture. The same culture where parents much rather post videos of their children holding up their middle finger and flashing large stacks of money. But these same parents would not post the report cards of these children or their progress reports. Because those things are meaningless. Let's flash money instead. Great parenting. Jesus Christ.
I always say it's the culture, man. It's what we hold laudable.
I mean, I don't care about no culture, man. Folks
I don't.
I ain't talking about you. I'm just saying it's always the observers, man. It's always the observers every time. It's never the person that's gonna go get them kids and be like, hey, like I got a decorum class that I'm holding for young girls because I'm seeing that the image that they have and I want to do something about it. It's always the person that's gonna grab the microphone and regurgitate the same points about how trash the culture is. They've never actually invested in the culture. The good parts of the culture they benefit from, but it's no culture. It's just tiring, man. It's tiring seeing it because it's the same old record we hear all the time. The same record.
yeah, it's the same record, but again, the music because the music staying the fucking same, bro. This is what I'm saying, and this is you not realizing, bro. This has been done. This has been done to where men and women or whoever have put things together, but the fucking parents. And this is why I say the parents are doing this. Remember, the children are the bad guys here. The children. Let me be clear to make sure I state this. It's not the children's fault. It's the family's fault, which is going to be the fucking adult that's over them. These parents
I
aren't
agree.
going to fucking
I
break.
agree.
So that's what I'm saying. So this is a fucking this is
What I
on
say
them.
wrong
This ain't
though?
on
What I say wrong?
huh?
What I
No, I'm not
say
saying
wrong? I
no,
agree with you.
I'm not saying you say anything wrong. This is what I'm saying though.
Okay.
The shit that people are provided, I gotta depend on the grown ass person to get the child there to the class, Shad. If I'm doing the decorum class or whatever, you think that fucking parent that don't really give a fuck or whatever, and Shad, guess what? I gotta do it for free. So I gotta do it for free. I gotta get them there. I gotta stay there overtime because they not gonna motherfucking show up on time to pick them up. Again, We're saying the same thing, but when I said I'm the bad guy, these
Nah,
parents don't give a fuck
you're
about
not
me.
the bad guy, man. You're not. I don't know. It is just interesting when I think about the circumstance of black people and like the idea that the community kind of deals with these problems as a community is so far fetched in 2026. And I just think about you go like generations back and the circumstance that those people were facing. For some reason, they had enough. I don't know, maybe magic or I don't know, belief in the collective power of each other where they realized we had these issues, so we worked together. Now we got social media, so everyone thinks, let me like, what's it called him? React. Let me react to the video, and that's my strength. Ooh, look at me. I'm the good black. And then it's like, well, what? It just, it just.
So,
When I hear it, just like, okay, here you go. You get a clap for another black person telling black people how bad they are. You get another clap. Congratulations, man.
It was
Congratulations.
actual balance then, bro. It was actual balance then. You had men that were involved. You had women that were involved. You had black people that were under the same thing. As to where if you fuck up around here, any grown person could address the child and fix the child. Now it's this whole say nothing to my kids. Fucking bullshit, bro. So this is the time we live in, as you said. This we changed or degraded or whatever you want to say it too. But hell, make sure you show that last picture, bro. Before we get out of here, that's the most important one. And this is why I say this last one he gonna show Shad is the epitome of this shit, bro. Yeah. How do we get this far as to where this is the parents are celebrating shit like this, dog? It's sad, and that's why I say, man, it's all because you know what I'm saying. The people having kids are the reason we're getting the results we're getting. And unfortunately, we can't practice eugenics and sew up motherfucking pussies and dicks. We can't do it. We can't spay and noodle motherfuckers. We really need to,
right? But we can tell them that abortion is fine, right? If we see this being this big of a problem, like again, like we keep y'all are always going to say my solution is extreme, but the way that we continue to talk and the way that we continue to find these one-offs. So what, Ham, if I start presenting a good black child every week and I say this is our culture, how many of them are gonna say that's the minority? What do you think if I start presenting positive black kids and positive black things, that the pushback will be that's the minority and not the actual culture? Because if I start doing the exact same thing, do you think it'll be accepted as well as it is when we start pointing out the money spread or the little girl with attitude? Or you think it's going to be accepted as well? Or you think your comment section, Mr. Fantastic, and anybody else is going to be like, that ain't the... What do you expect based off of what you hear?
Yeah, so based on my anecdotal experience, I did a video about this young boy who boxes. And his dad has vernacular like hood vernacular, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just for sake of...
Yeah.
And but the boy doesn't, though. The boy looks directly into the camera. He respects his father. He's working hard. He's doing his jump rope, and he boxes. The first two comments were, "Why show him when we know that he's the minority?"
See what I'm saying? This shit's sick. This shit's sick.
Wait.
It's sick.
What is that? What do you infer from that being the first two comments about seeing something positive of a young boy obviously being better than his father?
You infer that the culture has affected the mindset so much that we don't even have the belief that we're capable of doing it anymore, and that we're relegated to all the best of us being in the minority.
And do you think that it helps to continue to project that thing by finding videos that match that quote unquote belief or aesthetic, or showing the opposite, going, actually, there are other examples?
Well, I think we should promote positive, right, examples of us, but we should also not do it so that we end up resting on our laurels. We should still, tell the truth and say this is a minority and there's something wrong with that. This is what's aspirational. This is what we should achieve, right? This is what we need to do, right? The work isn't done yet. We have not arrived. We need to promote more of this.
It's interesting.
So it doesn't make sense to say those things and say this is what we strive for when you start saying these things that we're looking at the screen right now. Y'all will argue me and Shad down and say this is black culture. And that black culture terminology is not used for the minority. It's used for the majority.
No. This is not black culture. This is the bad part of black culture that happens to dominate the way we see ourselves. And that should not be. This is the part we need to eradicate. The good, the best of us is the part we need to emulate. That is the ending message that I think we should lean on.
So which one do you think does greater damage to the psyche?
It's a push or a pull.
Do you think consistent negative depiction helps the psyche of black people in the culture, or do you think positive depictions of black people help the psyche of black people in the culture?
It's not the depiction; it's what you do with the depiction. It's how you treat the depiction. As long as you're going in the same direction, it doesn't matter if you push or pull. One is doing one and the other's doing the other.
So if
you see something bad, right, you can use distaste as an incentive. Don't do this. This will lead to your detriment. Do this. This will lead to your success. They both are serving the same purpose.
They're not serving the same purpose because they don't have the same outcome. They have a
exactly. That's why I said
one has a negative outcome and a confirmation bias tied and attached to it. Because if you go through the comments, I'm sure they're not going to say, now why are we showing this? This is the minority. Now, if we show two twins with a graduation certificate or whatever the case, then you'd see what HAMP said, which is, why are we showing this as if this was the norm?
No, we should show it. It's not an issue of why are we showing this. It's what we should show and promote. Do you see what I'm saying? When you said one has a negative.
What does promote mean?
What do you mean by promote? Advocate for, advertise.
So what are we promoting with this? What are we promoting with this? What are we promoting with this?
No, we don't promote this. We oppose this. We chastise this. We
oppose it with what?
What?
We oppose that with what?
No, we stand in opposition to it.
Agreed. But in order to have some level of opposition, you must present a counter. What do we present as the counter?
That's what I just told you. The good. Cheeky, are you catching what I'm saying?
No. When's the last time you saw something, quote unquote, good be promoted by the people that always point out the bad?
Oh, it's rare, and that's a problem. I'm not saying that.
Okay. And I'm not saying that. Okay.
I'm just saying that both need to be used properly. I'm not saying that look, if we were doing that, if this were in effect, then we would be headed in the right direction. Because it's not in effect, we're not headed in the right direction. I'm saying we should promote the good and we should oppose the bad. And they should work in tandem with one another.
So what is this picture?
What is this picture? I can't.
Was it?
Oh, you can't see it?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
I got you. Hold on. I got you.
Oh, he back.
I got you. Huh?
I said you back and you in your house.
Yeah. Oh, y'all can't see. Is it not blown up enough?
Yeah, it's big.
No, he can see it. It's zoomed in. Are you on the Zoom?
Yeah. So pay attention to what do you notice on their ankles?
Ankle monitor.
Ankle monitors. Yeah.
What grade they in?
7th grade.
Cheeky, you were saying?
Where are they at? Okay, let me find you 2 pictures of first day of good students.
Yeah,
and then
Cheeky,
can we promote that too?
Cheeky again.
Hold on, wait, hold on. You asked.
Promote it all day. Cheeky again.
Wait a minute. You asked me a question. I'm going to go find some Facebook pictures of 2 students without any tags on them. And what are we going to say with that?
Again, Cheeky, again, y'all. This is why I say, man, y'all gotta. I don't want to say that, right? I don't want to say the wrong thing. Listen to what I'm saying, right? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Right? This is not on the kids. This is on the parents. Okay. This is on the parents.
We get that. So my question is to you: is this representative of Black culture?
Yes, because it is the reason why parents think it's okay to portray their children this way, Cheeky. And what do we say earlier? The premise and the whole foundation of this: children are they copycats. So this mindset of where 2 of my children have ankle monitors, and I'm going to take pictures of them standing on cars, posing. One seems to be a gang sign or some type of hand signal. That is the culture, Cheeky. And it's being fucking, it's being passed down to the next generation that this behavior is okay. This is why it's the culture. Again, it's not the children's fault. It's the parents that's putting them on the internet.
Okay, so we're saying this is black culture because they're black, and that's why?
Yes, clearly they're black, and it's fucking generation to generation of an ideology that's going to be passed down, that's going to continue, because no matter what type of fucking program that Shad talking about or anybody else talking about, you're not going to beat this, Cheeky. This is their home. You're not going to defeat this shit. You're not.
Okay, that's fun and that's dandy. I'm sure that there are other black people that come from a similar background that aren't these kids and decide to do something different, right? Somehow, some way, we reach those students or reach those kids or whatever the case. Not everybody from the same area has the same exact outcome, right? We've already agreed to that before. We talked about it. That was your argument for being pro-life, which is you never know who's going to be the next LeBron James or who's going to have brain cancer. So if you're saying we cannot beat this, and you're saying that this is just the outcome of black culture because we found a Facebook post by some lady named Puana Draper, we don't even know anyway. If this represents black culture and it is what it is, and the only reason why it represents it is because they're black and they're young. If I find a multitude of other things to show black culture, are we going to say that's not black culture too, or are we going to say what do we say about that?
No, Cheeky, we're saying that this is a representation, is what Aaron leaned to earlier, bro. We have a predisposition.
Is that representation as the whole or representation of
majority? The majority.
This is the representation of the majority.
No. From a perception mindset, Cheeky, is what we're saying. That's what Aaron was leaning towards. A perception mindset. This is why the example you gave, you said if you showed something positive, people would say it's a minority. Right. So even you agreed because of the way that you said it, the way you framed your example, where you would pick and give a good person or a good child every single day, a good student. And you said the first comment that would be anything. And I think you said when it actually happened was, oh, that's a minority. Why are you showing that? So that's what we're trying to tell you. It's gotten so bad, Cheeky, to where the preconception, right, a preconceived notion of it is that either the majority or a huge portion of the minority of kids are like this. This is how bad it's gotten, Cheeky, to where this is what we think.
So why is it that we associate this particular behavior or environment to the whole of black people when I know I can find Mexican kids doing the same shit, white kids, and then guess what? They would typically be in the same area.
Oh, I want to see that. Please show me a picture of white kids.
So when I start, so if I start doing,
hold on, seventh grade white kids with ankle monitors, Cheeky. Hey man,
what if I can't tell if they're seventh grade? What if I said they're young? They look young, this.
Young. These are great. That Cheeky. Come on, bro. It's different.
When I'm saying young, I mean around their age. Age.
Kids,
I'm not saying
like little kids, where you can clearly tell they're little kids that we see middle schoolers or elementary. Yeah, by all means, bro.
Okay.
Where their parent is taking pictures of them and posting them like they're proud of them, bro.
Yeah,
there's no shame. That's the problem.
If I find it, we are going to be able to say that's white culture, correct? We'll all be in agreement.
Be able to say it because we understand we understand that that's not acceptable, that's not protected, that's not anything as to where white people.
But it is no. But if I find a picture, or if I find 2 or 3 of white kids similar age or close in age range doing the exact same thing, I can then say that's white culture, correct?
No, because
why not?
Because you don't have the white person going back and forth in defense of it like black people do, bro. You just don't.
So what if I do find that too?
Or if you find that too, hey, I'm willing to consider, bro. But
wait, not consider. No, not consider. I want to. That is white culture.
I will consider it, bro. But Cheeky, me and you both know. Cheeky,
you gotta fuck with me, cuz. Come on, cuz. You gotta fuck with me.
You're not gonna find it, man. That's the wonderful and sad thing about this at the same time, Cheeky. right? What y'all don't understand, we on the same side, bro. I just choose. I'm not
saying
we're
not
bad
on the
guy.
same side.
I just. Well, I'm not saying it for you. I'm saying it for everybody else, right? I'm just the guy that's willing to point out the bad things and being willing to be called whatever I need to be called and bring attention to the shit that needs to be changed, bro. Showing good kids cheeky doesn't help at all, right? For real.
That's crazy. Because like two things. Scientifically, that's crazy. You said that.
Two things. I'm telling you, two things, right? Two things. For one, like you said, is we're already to a point of where, as a whole, that we've already done this. This is a real time social test, right? This is a real time social experiment.
This is crazy, bro.
I don't know how you saying it's crazy, bro. It's just a reality. Shit has gotten this bad, man. As to where we think that an intelligent black kid, a kid that's excelling in academics and education, bro, is the minority. The sad part about it is, though, what we know is it's true. By the numbers,
it's just
by the numbers, it's true.
Like you in the military. You've been across the. I think you've been around the world. Maybe not.
Literally,
because,
but end up in one direction and ended back up at the same place. I've literally been across around the world, brother.
That's why what you said, I'm not saying this to you, that's why what you said was so dumb. Because anybody who's done prevention work tells you about what exposure does to particularly at-risk youth. When they're in a certain environment and they begin to think that this is the only way, and you expose them to other opportunities, that exposure could literally just be, hey, look at these pictures. These are kids that came from the same environment you came from. Look what they accomplished. It does something to the psyche. So for you to say showing black people positive images of themselves does nothing for them, is probably the dumbest shit I've heard in a long time, bro. And I'm saying it respectfully.
Okay,
that's the dumbest shit I've heard in a long time,
brother. And I'll take it respectfully. And again, like I said, brother, I think you're just too.
But I really want you to think about it for a second. You really believe? I just want you to stand on it. You really believe that showing people positive images of themselves does nothing for them?
Yeah, the most, yes. So the majority of black people, yes.
It may not all make sense to me now.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry, bro. I've been there, done that, man. I'm a little bit older than you. Not too much, but a little bit, right? So again, you forget you from Jackson. I'm from Macon, bro. Right? There's been plenty of people from motherfucking Macon that done made it and did whatever. And yet still look at the places that you have. Fucking what? Who's from Chicago, right? Who's from all these places that have bad fucking outcomes and shit, right? But what remains in those places? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. The numbers stay the same in bad fucking areas, no matter how great motherfuckers you show from coming out of there. So as dumb as you may think it is, my nigga, the motherfucking numbers on my side. Detroit been bad all our life, ain't it? Detroit been bad all our life, right? Memphis been bad all our fucking adulthood, at least. Ain't nobody great out of fucking Memphis. Atlanta done got bad. Shit. So what are we saying, Shad? So you mean to tell me it ain't great people to come out of these fucking cities? But the numbers, but again, this is what I say. Y'all get emotional, and I just stick to the fucking facts.
I ain't getting emotional. I'm chilling.
I didn't get emotional.
Because guess what? Hey, so here's what's so funny though, Chico.
Calling me dumb, my nigga.
Watch this. I can checkmate this shit easily.
Because your perspective is limited, right?
Yeah,
I ain't disrespect you not one time.
I ain't disrespect you. But I said what you said was dumb.
You did.
No, I ain't disrespect you. Don't do that. Don't do that. I said what you said was
dumb when it's not dumb at all. When, like I said, I just did prove your point. See, I just hit you with the Andrew Wilson. See, what's on my side, brother, is the fucking numbers. Right, the crime rate. The crime rate must be dumb. Then the crime rate must be dumb. The education rate, the graduation rate must be dumb. The graduation rate must be dumb. All of these dumbass niggas that keep seem to be fucking the same percentage of dumb and bad and criminal and all this other shit must be the same thing. Because I'm pretty sure it's great people that come from these places. Yet and still, the fucking numbers aren't getting no better. Yeah, and a lot of the cases they're getting worse. So what? So that kills your logic. That kills your theory.
If you thinking I'm saying solely showing somebody a picture is gonna change their trajectory, then shit, that might be the second dumbest thing you said, Miss Fantastic. And then also let me say this real quick, right? Because I'm gonna use
what Cheeky said.
I'm gonna use example. I'm gonna use example. I'm gonna use example you love, right?
Because you're adding shit to it. You're adding shit to it other than what was said. Cheeky said, "I come here every day and I show a picture of someone being successful." That's what he said. He didn't say put him around it. He didn't say put him in immerse him in the environment. Hold on, Cheeky. He didn't say nothing about. All he said was show a fucking picture, my nigga.
I said more than that. No. Fantastic. I said way more than that. I didn't just say. So I said, would we accept those pictures as being black culture? And you said,
okay. What did you say other than pictures? Because you said more than that.
Go
I'm
ahead.
done, man.
Somebody
Got
say
it, got it,
Well,
got it.
Pictures, like I said.
yeah, it would be black culture, right? Like if you like the boy who I was speaking about, his name is Dree. He's a boxer. He's a kid, you know. But the best boxers in the world, the best boxers historically are black men, right? So wouldn't that be black culture? Like why we
no,
gotta
that's
act like?
boxing culture.
Well, yeah, boxing is a prominent part of culture, right? I mean, wouldn't it be black culture though when you
Nah,
see a
that's
boy?
niche. That's niche, Hamp. That's extremely niche.
Well,
But yeah, you
See,
got some point.
I'm just saying, like I'm not even trying
What's
to.
laughing? What's funny though?
I'm trying.
What's
I'm not
funny?
even trying to.
it's because what's happening, bro.
I'm not even trying to derail. I'm
That's
just
like
saying,
it's
like
like.
if you make the
Well,
the,
I'm not
the
saying you're
example
derailing Hamp,
tangible.
but I'm again Hamp. This is what I'm saying, right? And we say
You
things
finished
and you
yet?
know
I
people.
was just
My
describing.
bad. Go ahead.
I was just describing it to y'all. I'm only referencing that because that's the little boy that I had covered in the video, you know. And I'll show you guys him, you know. But he seems to be upstanding. He's respectful. He's working hard. He has good grades, you know. And he boxes as well, you know. He got like 300,000 subscribers, and so you know, and it's positive, right? So why wouldn't that be a part of black culture? Right? Are we saying is the argument about what defines black culture? Maybe that's what we're speaking of. Because there's a subsets and cohorts and combination of things that make up culture, right? So are we saying the defining aspects of black culture are overwhelmingly negative, Mr. Fantastic? Is that what the premise is?
I'm saying the regular everyday thing outside of celebrity, outside of sports, outside of anything. Most of our social things that we see is projected onto the world from us are negative. That's what I'm saying. This is why and if you are the black person that dares say, hey, we need to improve this by changing this and stop posting fucking kids with ankle monitors on and throwing gang signs, and we need to stop fucking promoting proms, $10,000 night proms and all this other shit, whatever. Now I'm the bad guy, I'm the coon, I'm the problem. I don't want black people to have no fun, all this other bullshit, bro. When again, doing it their way though, how has it benefited us? Not at all.
Doing it whose way?
Well,
the dumb motherfuckers posting this shit.
The
dumb
thing
motherfuckers that are exuding the niggerdom.
Well, one thing I want to get clarity on is why do we have to be exclusionary, right? So we say outside of this and that and this and that and that and this, right? But those people are accomplished in their fields and they're specialists, i.e., entertainers, professional athletes, and etc. Right? Why do we have to exclude them to then make the point? Wouldn't that still be a part of the culture?
You know, Hamp, so exceptional individuals within the culture is not a representation of the culture. We claim that, but Hamp, how many people can be Michael Jordan? Nobody. It's only one.
Yeah.
How many people can be Floyd Mayweather? It's only one. So of course you can use him. You can use him as a beacon of hope or whatever, and that's only if and when you're in that niche perspective. So that's what I'm saying, and I'm not saying, of course, take away positive people that are successful, but
well, think about this.
Kids are going to grow up and be world class boxers, huh?
Well, 1%, right? If that, less than 1%.
Less than that, yeah. Exactly.
Right. So here's what I'm saying: those people are exceptional, and then we simply assess the people who are degenerate. That's also a very, very small percentage.
Small percentage.
So how do we reconcile? That's all I'm asking.
And that's what I'm saying. Although it's a small percentage, somehow it's an overrepresentation. Has a mass overrepresentation
impact.
Where overrepresentation and impact on the psyche of the culture and what the culture is.
Well, it wouldn't be an overrepresentation. It's an extreme underrepresentation. Are you saying social media wise is an overrepresentation?
No, I'm saying not just social media, image, culture, all these things are the worst part of black culture is exuded and portrayed out into the earth, bro. That's what I'm saying. And like what we say, it's not even 10%.
No, I got you. I'm saying that it's what, like, just in terms of the criminal element, right? The degenerate aspects,
the criminal degeneracy, all the kids, parenting and lack thereof, family, bad habits, negative, horrible financial choices. All the shit, all of the negatives. That's what's at the forefront of us representing as culture. And like you said, it's not even 10%. is the actual number. So how do we get to this point? And that's why I said, Hamp, when it goes back to the thing where you're saying, hey, we're at 13% poverty, but 84% of the fucking, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it tracks. And how do we get to this point of where the bad apples are so few, but the first shit that's out there for us, by us, from us, Hamp, this ain't white folks taking this shit and posting it. This us.
You post it. I know, right? You one of the disseminators of it. And so when we give you another option,
I'm a commentator on it. Hold on.
I same thing, man. Come on.
It's not the same
creator,
thing. Hold on, whoa. It's not the same
thing.
thing.
Okay.
No,
cool.
it's not the same thing.
Right,
especially
cool,
if I'm speaking out against it.
Cool.
Hold on.
I'm just saying to your point.
Do you think your voice?
To your point.
Do you think?
To your point, Miss Fantastic, you take the content, you take the bad parenting, and you reshare it. So you make sure once it goes around the world one time, you make sure it goes around the world twice. Chiki said there's also people providing positive images of black people that we can make sure that goes around the world twice. And you said that shit won't do nothing. That don't make sense.
It hasn't. It won't. It hasn't. And again, that's my proof positive.
Well,
it won't.
Okay,
and it
cool.
hasn't.
What has what you doing done? What? Tell me the positive results from you posting the negative. What has that done? What's the outcomes?
Hopefully people not reposting or doing the shit after the fucking I point out how stupid it is to do.
And you always tell me how long you've been doing this. So you've been at this for about 5 or 6 years, right?
Yeah, 5 or 6 years.
And we still doing the same shit.
Hey.
Wait, what if you try doing it the other way? What if you try posting the positive shit and then you encourage people to post that?
Niggas
instead?
don't want to see that.
Wait a minute. How would you know if you haven't done that?
Oh, we've done that here, real time. We've been Hamp.
Here, where?
Remember? Here, this actual show that you're on.
Wait, you did that?
I'm gonna say it again. We.
No. No. But you have your own platform and your own.
Yeah,
messaging,
me. Yeah, I did
own
it too.
Instagram.
I've done it too, plenty of times.
Okay. Yeah. And what was the difference between that versus you posting about the negative
support, viewership, all those things?
Niggas
don't want to hear about nothing positive.
He got a point there. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Okay, so if that's the case, is it about viewership support or is it about imagery and the out or because now we got to ask the question of what is it about then?
Why we got to play?
What do you mean?
We know what it's about. Why we got to play?
What do you mean? Well, it's not just me. That would be the same thing across the board, though. Because I mean, outside of religious things, I guess. Tell me the positive content that just gets so many views and so many whatever. Tell me.
Well, it's algorithm based. So I would say I get pretty positive outcomes. I get outcomes about students that are doing well. I found out Julian Brown, the guy who made Plastiline, is alive because he actually did a black exploit. I'm so glad. I thought he died. I thought they got him out of here. So I get updates about positive black things because that's what I look for, because I know that in the midst of average, below average, and destitute, there's got to be good to regular. And most black people, by and large, we already been through this. We already did statistics, are regular to good people.
Here's
by and large.
Agreed. And Chiki, that's
what I say. But this is the assessment, right? This is the honest assessment, in my opinion.
Okay.
When we look at numbers that are good, right? Just for sake, y'all just take this walk with me, right? As an example, even though there'd be an argument, kids in marriage is good, right? Marriage is good. Having good grades is good. Okay? You see what I'm walking down?
Yep.
Now we look at where we rank in good metrics. And we seem to be at the lower end each and every time. And now we take and assess the little boy who boxes and has great grades against a little boy who has the ankle monitor. And then when we look at statistics that we say are good, we're always lower. And then you take the salacious content that exists, the examples that we have. Aren't those things stronger correlated than the positive? Because if the boy who has good, if the boy who's a good boxer and a good kid, right? If that was the norm and the majority in terms of outlook, wouldn't that also correlate to positivity in the stats?
But here's the thing, Hamp. The person with the ankle monitor, that means you're not a good person, by and large, perceived by society. That has nothing to do with your grades or anything else. We don't know shit about their grades. We don't know what they tested.
Huh?
We don't know anything. We just know they have ankle monitors. So if the ankle monitor is a representation of a crime or whatever the case, and we know by and large, most black people and most black kids are not criminals, you could say, for all intents and purposes, you could say in these categories, you guys are not bad, or you guys are not good. You're bad to average to below mediocre. But that doesn't make us bad, quote unquote, people. The issue that I have is we start putting like criminal elements and stuff like that on us, and we say that's us or that's part of our culture when that's already been part of the issue.
Well,
but Cheeky, we're talking about two, mind you, not one, two. Two
My-
seventh
so my
graders with
friends-
ankle
What I'm saying
monitors.
is what I'm saying is if he didn't have an ankle monitor on, what would we say about that picture?
They-
my friends were
them.
no. Well, here's the thing that we know though. By and large, my
If-
friends
can
that
you
was
answer the
outside.
question?
Well, because the question, this is what, because you already know the thing. The kids, how you do anything is how you do everything. My friends who are outside getting it popping at 7th and 8th grade did not have good grades overwhelmingly by and large.
Thank you. What are
Them
we
niggas,
doing,
if them
Cheeky?
niggas was shaking shit, you think they cared about class?
They didn't give a fuck.
How many people represent that in the black community?
No, that's not your
Cheeky, that's what
question.
we
Your
saying.
question is,
Yeah, that's
what
correct.
about the kids with the ankle monitor? So we make an assessment about the kids with the ankle monitor using our anecdotal experience. And I know,
No, I'm not making.
well, you said,
No, that's
how do
not,
we?
not my point.
Well,
My
you
point
got to
was-
well, come all the way back then, because you said, what does the ankle monitor?
How do we know they
prove,
got
essentially?
bad grades?
Yeah, you said, how do we
Yeah.
know we have bad grades? What else do we know about these children?
What I'm saying is you're associating bad grades understandably with the ankle monitor. If you cut the ankle monitor off, do those kids have bad grades? Yes or no?
They have an ankle monitor on, so it's moot.
Hamp. But my point is this: it's
Yeah.
easy to make that assessment due to the ankle monitor, and then spread that image of kids with ankle monitors, black culture. That is not the case. Most black kids don't have ankle
Don't
monitors.
have ankle
aren't doing
monitors. We
any-
understand that. We understand that.
Okay,
Cheeky, that's
but
what we're saying.
but y'all, you're saying you understand that, but you are highlighting or using the most extreme images of black kids or black whatever and putting it on us. What
No,
I'm
the-
saying is, if you look at a black kid without any ankle monitors and you say that these two black kids, what would you say looking at
That
them? You saying
doesn't-
they're just dumb?
Nothing.
Cheek, well, hold
Yeah,
on,
they're just-
Mr. Fantastic. The reason why that doesn't work with you saying it, Cheeky, is because you are now also pro-life, right? So you're saying, listen, if y'all niggas is ass at parenting, etc., get rid of these kids, bro. The kids are not getting parented well, so look at the outcomes. Now look at look at the grades.
That is that's
Look,
only
well,
the solution. If we're,
because what? Because what? Because of the product.
it's contingent on this belief that there's no help. That's why I made the solution. If we're saying there is no way to help these kids, there is no way to do any of these things, then we need to just stop having them.
Well,
Whenever you're
that's-
pregnant,
Okay, but you
if
saying, you saying get the kids out of here because by the time they come here, it's
if
too
you
late.
believe that, yes. If you believe those things to be true.
I know,
If
but
this
Cheeky,
if that is your belief,
my bad. I meant to say
your
pro-choice. What
prescription
did I
is
say?
that.
Pro-life.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah, you meant-
Cheeky.
yeah, pro-choice. You
My
meant
bad.
pro-choice.
But you guys understood what I meant, right? Pro-choice.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand
I'm
what you
following.
mean.
But Cheek, you said you are leaning towards that because you looking at the fact that these kids is out here not being parented correctly. You saying, yo, get them up out of here.
No, I'm
you
not
said
leaning,
you.
I'm
You
not,
said you.
No. I was leaning towards that based off of the prescription or based off of the description Fantastic was given. The more I said, what I said was the more I have these conversations,
Mhm.
the more I'm becoming pro-choice
Yeah.
because of based off of the prescription that's being given or the description.
I got
If
you.
you're saying,
But why
So,
would
but
you be?
again,
Because Shot ain't. Shot saying it's bullshit. So why are you saying you becoming more pro-choice now?
because if that mentality is becoming the norm,
Uh-huh.
and that is the mentality, and that becomes the mentality of most black people,
Mhm.
then I would have to take that stance.
Oh,
But until I understand that to be the norm, then I won't be pro-choice
okay.
because it doesn't make sense to do that. If there is some hope or some level of being better as a group of people, which I believe there is,
Okay.
then I will maintain being pro-life. But if every time we have a conversation, there's this hopeless, oh, black people, that's it, we're done. Then the more I'm realizing, okay, the morality for this group of people that I claim to be a part of the lower that is, the more I'm gonna be like, well, you know, it don't matter. It don't fucking matter then.
How many times have you said we cook those? I mean,
well, the key is
AOT, calm down with the slurs in the chat. That will come back. That can come back and haunt people. Y'all chill out with that.
yeah, don't put that in the chat. One of the mods
chill,
delete
y'all.
the words that
Right.
potentially. It's the thing. She cut that shit out then, because if you saying a thing based on what Mr. Fantastic is saying as an example that you think is hyperbole, right? You don't actually believe, it causes confusion, right? If he's wrong, then he's wrong. Don't say, yo, if people keep thinking like Mr. Fantastic, then I'm gonna become pro-choice. Assess the kids.
No. I'm not going to cut it out because that's the problem. If there is no combat to anything that is being
That ain't
said or
combat.
being viewed as extreme, that is combat. You want to know why?
It's
Because
passive,
every single
though.
time, it's not passive. It's very direct. Every single time it's said, I see him get up or very, because he's against it too. That has to mean something. If he wasn't against it, and I knew he wasn't against it, then I would stop because it doesn't do anything. I'm not appealing to anything. But I know he's not pro-life or pro-choice. I know he's not. He's pro-life. That means that there's something that he's thinking that he doesn't communicate, some hope or something for black kids to exist and for people to still have children. So every time I do it, it's a check to that. Okay, well, if that's the case and you don't have any more arguments and you're saying these things are just black and white and we should just handle things like logical animals, then this is my solution. But every time I do it, his response is, that's extreme. I'm appealing to something more.
Yeah.
That's why I do it.
Yeah, and again, like I said, that's my it's extreme because you're still obfuscating what I'm saying as far as the solution should be, right? So on your end, it's response, right? I'm talking preventative, and that's my thing. I if preventative, but to your point, that's uncontrollable because the worst of niggas are going to be the most productive of niggas when it comes to human beings, unfortunately. Like I said, we can't spay or neuter niggas, and the niggas that need to be spayed or neutered have the most children, right? Most recklessly. So what I'm saying is this though, Cheeky, right? The good have to there, and I guess this is a there's not enough, the way you say like the good content, right? There's not enough good content to counterbalance the negative. Not even close, right? The people that are doing good, the people that are successful and whatever, and this is why I say it comes back to, y'all say it's just the bad guy or the money or the views and whatever. And this is where it comes full circle to the culture aspect. Niggas don't want to see niggas doing good. Niggas want to see niggas fighting. Niggas want to see niggas throwing gang signs. Niggas want to see niggas toting Drakes. Niggas want to see niggas with little kids doing the money fan and ankle monitors for whatever reason. That's the scary, ugly part about our culture. We don't want to celebrate academic, intellectual excellence. We don't want to celebrate that shit unless and until it gets to black women and they get to do it. It's like you start compartmentalizing into who can do what. You know what I'm saying? If you a regular 9-to-5 nigga, you can't be celebrating, getting a fucking raise at the job and whatever. You know why, Cheeky? Because 100K ain't no money, broke ass nigga, broke ass, lame ass, civilian ass nigga. You see what I'm saying, Cheeky? The whole thing within itself starts encompassing a bunch of other shit, but it starts where? In the home and with the kids. And the kids perpetuate this ideology because the kids are told what's cool and what's not cool in the culture. So now this is why you got a kid that's, bro, Cheeky, let's just say, if you had kids, Cheeky, if you had kids and you and your kid had an ankle monitor on, would you ever take a picture and post it to the internet with your child with a fucking ankle monitor on?
Not unless I was gonna show the positive, like them later, but yeah, not that in and of itself. No.
And Cheeky, you're not even a parent, Cheeky, and you see what I'm saying. So this is the difficult, uncomfortable part that oh yeah, you talk about kids and well, no, again, I'm only talking about the kids because an ain't shit parent put their kid out here like that. Kids, mind you, and Cheeky, now Cheeky, think about this. This isn't one child with an ankle monitor. This is two kids from the same household, similar age, Cheeky. What chance do these young men have? Cheeky, like seriously, like no bullshit. In your assessment, right? Are these kids gonna grow up to be successful? You think?
I don't know. I really don't know. I can't call
come on.
that.
But what's the chance? But Cheeky,
Now
what's
we
the
can
chances?
say the chances may be low for sure, but that would be your exact same reason as to why a kid why you shouldn't have an abortion. That's my point.
Yeah, but she that's but I got you right. So my point is still stands to the point of where and mind you, Cheeky, just a little bit more context. This is a single mom of 4 kids, those 2 boys, a girl, and then she just had another like less than 1-year-old. Cheeky, she got a toddler. This is a fucking serial fucking birther, Cheeky. Okay, serial birthers and notorious nutters are some of the hugest villains in the black community, bro. These are the main people that don't need to be having fucking kids is the ones that keep having them. But yeah, this woman and she's a proud single mom, and she talked about how she not gonna not celebrate her kids because they fucking now is not day later and all that fucking bullshit. Bitch, keep your kids off the internet till they get the ankle monitor off. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, like even like when you
I don't think so. I think that makes sense as a prescription for sure.
Yeah, and I mean we have things, right, and there's several factors that go into this, right? But the recidivism rate is high, and again, there's several factors that go into it. Once you get into that system intertwined, it's difficult to get out of there, especially given probationary periods, parole, and etc. And then just behavior. I mean, it's a lot that goes into it, right? So it's speculation, of course. Hopefully the Most High got a different plan for them. But were they punished once they got home? Like, what's the parenting like? What's being enabled, right? What is her time constraints or lack thereof? I mean, there's a whole lot that goes into it. But we know from the from the latchkey generation, them parents were not around, and you see the results of Gen X specifically. They call themselves the lost generations for more shit. That's the latchkey generation. What they got to show for it. And doing it by yourself, the kids are more likely to be on their own. Because you're trying to provide and whatever the case is. And so what happens to an idle mind with no direction? It's just thinking, right? I mean, I don't know.